Okay, so now it's time for some examples. The first thing we need to do before we start just jumping in and starting to simplify is to actually define simplify. So what it means to simplify is to remove all parentheses and combine all like terms. You're going to need to know this definition. I'm going to state that again. To remove all parentheses and combine all like terms. Make sure that's in your notes, please. So 9m subtract 7m plus 2m is our first expression that we're going to work with. Now, remove all parentheses. I don't have any parentheses, so I don't need to worry about that. And combine all like terms. So if we're going to combine all like terms, we need to remember what all like terms mean. So I'm going to just jump back up here to my vocabulary. And like terms is right here. Like terms says terms in an expression that have the same variables raised to the same exponent. So I'm looking for something that's the exact same. Let's go back. 9m subtract 7m plus 2m. So if I look at those variables, they're all just an m, or m raised to the 1. So that's perfect. That means that they are all alike. So now I just need to combine them. So here, let's get a new color here. So I have a 9m. Now, what type of 9 is that? When there's nothing in front, that's a positive 9m. And I need to combine that with a negative 7m. So 9m and negative 7m. Well, positive 9, negative 7. Different signs subtract. 9 minus 7 is 2. And I just keep the m. I don't change it. It's not more than one m. It's just m. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the plus 2m. So now I've put these two together to get 2m. Now what's 2m plus 2m? Yeah. I have 2m's and 2m's. Those are both positive 2's, remember? When there's nothing in front, they're both positive. So a positive 2 and a positive 2 combine to 4, and I just keep the variable of m. Let's look at another example. Here I have 3g, subtract 9, that's a 9, plus 11g minus 21. I'm looking to, first of all, remove all parentheses. Not a problem. Combine all like terms. Okay, like terms. I'm going to start with my variable. I'm going to go ahead and box these so I can find them. I have a 3g. What type of g is that? Or 3? That's a positive 3. I have an 11. Now in front of the 11 is a plus sign. That makes that a positive 11. So I have a positive 3 and a positive 11. I'm going to combine the coefficients. 3 and 11, they're both positive. So that's going to provide me with a 14. So I have 14, and I just keep the g. The variable is just rewritten. We don't change it. I have 14g. Now I'm going to move to my next set. If you notice here, I have a negative 9 and a negative 21. Now, do you remember what it's called when it doesn't have a variable? Hopefully you said a constant. Those are both constants. I have a negative 9 and a negative 21. Negative 9, negative 21. Same signs, both negative, add and keep. So 9 and 21, when I add 9 and 21, that is 30, keep. They're both negative, so it's subtract 30. That means negative 30. So let's try another problem. This time I have 4y plus 2y squared, that's a little different, plus y plus 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my variables. I have a y, I have a y squared, and I have another y. Which ones are exactly alike? Well, y squared doesn't have anybody else, right? There's no other y squareds anywhere in this problem. So that means I can just rewrite the 2y squared. There's nobody to combine with. Then I'm going to look at the y, and if you notice, I have more than one term. I have a 4y, and I have a positive y. I have to combine those two. So 4y, and it's positive because there's nothing in front of it, so it's a positive 4y, and then a y. And remember, when you just have a y, it's actually saying 1y. So 4y and 1y, both positive, will give me plus 5y. That means positive 5y. And I'm going to go back and look at my expression. I have one more that I've not used yet, and if you notice, it's the constant. I have this positive 1 out here on the end, and there's no other constant in the problem. So that means I don't need to combine it, I just need to rewrite it. So that is combining like terms, or the second part of simplifying when it works on an expression.